Papa-Shot!
Welcome. Today we're going to assemble a Papa-Shot home dual shot. Note, if you have a home single shot, the directions are almost exactly the same, so you can follow along. We've organized this video to correspond to the steps in the instruction manual. So if you only need help with a specific step, you can click on the link in the description below. Now let's get started.
To prepare for assembly of your home dual shot, choose a clean, level surface to open and unbox your game. Remove the parts from the box to ensure you have all the parts as shown on the parts list page of your owner's manual. You may wish to flatten the corners of your box so you can use the cardboard as your work surface. Attach the two base tubes with a connector tube using a number 26 bolt, 2 washers, and a nut for each hole. Insert the board tubes into the top of the base tubes. Make sure that the uppermost hole in the board tube is facing forward for correct alignment. Secure the board tubes to the base tubes using the other connector tube and additional bolts, washers, and nuts. Attach the two diagonal tubes to the lower hole on the back side of the board tubes using bolts, washers, and nuts. Do not fully tighten the bolts at this time. Using a nut, washers, and the lone number 28 medium bolt, attach both diagonal tubes to the center point of the connector tube and tighten all attachment points. Depending on the height of your ceiling, you may want to use the provided extension tubes to raise the height of your game. You can install none, 1, or 2 extension tubes onto each board tube. For ceilings less than 88 inches in height, do not use an extension tube. One extension tube will fit ceilings between 88 and 94 inches high, while 2 extension tubes may be used for ceilings above 94 inches. For demonstration purposes, we will assemble our game using 1 extension tube. Next, snap the top tubes onto the board tubes, or extension tubes if used, making sure the spring locks are fully engaged. Join the top tubes together with a cross tube, connecting at the lowest hole on the back side of the top tubes with bolts, washers, and nuts. Fasten the side arms to the board tubes, using a bolt, 2 washers, and a nut at each attachment point. Do not fully tighten the bolts at this time. The side arms should hang on the outside of the board tubes. Then, place the forward tubes into the top tubes, which secure with spring locks. Orient the forward tubes so they flare outward. Locate the side tubes and ramp tubes, and then link them together, ensuring the spring locks are fully engaged. Join the side arms, base tubes, and side tubes together, with the side arms on the outer side and the side tubes on the inner side. Use the 2 supplied number 24 extra long bolts for this step. We are now ready to begin assembly of the rims and backboard. Locate the rims and nets and loop the nets through the hooks on the rims. Make sure the longer strands of net are at the top and are the ones being connected to the hooks. Attach the rims to the backboard, running number 27 short bolts with washers through the front side. On the back side, place the back plates, which are packaged with the rims, over the bolt threads and attach with washers and nuts. Tighten all hardware to secure the rims to the backboard. Locate the scoring unit and place its flange flush against the back side of the backboard with the gray connection jacks facing down. Use the shorter black number 29 bolts to place in the holes on the front side of the backboard. Attach on the back side with number 33 nuts. Using the small black number 17 screws, affix the sensors to the back of the backboard. For proper operation, ensure that the sensors are level and screwed in snugly to the backboard. Plug the upper sensor cords into the jacks labeled top on the scoring unit and the lower sensor cords into the jacks labeled bottom. Install 4 AA batteries and/or plug the AC adapter into the scoring unit. With assistance, lift the backboard in place and attach it to the top tubes using number 25 bolts. Secure the top of the backboard with washers and nuts. Leave the bottom of the backboard unattached for now. Locate the sleeves on the ball return ramp and slide them over the forward tubes. Pull the elastic straps on the rear of the sleeves over the protruding ends of the bolts securing the backboard. Pull the rear of the ramp under the cross tube so that the cross tube is on the front side of the ramp. Slide the crossbar through the sleeve at the rear of the ramp and secure the crossbar to the bottom of the scoreboard with bolts, washers, and nuts. On the front of the ramp, there are 3 sleeves in which to install the lean bar. If you did not use extension tubes, install the lean bar in the rearmost sleeve. If you used one set of extension tubes, install in the middle sleeve. And if you used both sets of extension tubes, install in the front sleeve. Once you have located the correct sleeve, prepare to slide the lean bar through, making sure that the hole in the end of the bar is facing up. Feed the lean bar through the sleeve and snap it into place on each side using the spring locks. Place a cross tube on top of the ramp and install it to the lean bar using bolts, washers, and nuts. Pull the straps of the return ramp netting around the lean bar and snap in place. Position the control panel over the center of the lean bar and push down to snap it in place. Because the lean bar is tapered in the center, attaching the control panel toward the left or right sides can cause its tabs to break. Pull the control panel wire around the outside of the lean bar and thread it through the hole in the laminated game tag. Feed the wire through the loops in the side of the ball return ramp toward the rear of the game, and then behind the tube at the back corner. Plug the control panel wire into the connection jack on the scoring unit labeled Control Panel. Your game is now fully assembled and ready to play. We're confident that you will get years of fun and enjoyment out of your Pop-A-Shot game. If you have further questions about the assembly or operation of the home DualShot, please visit our website for additional documentation, customer support, and contact information.